Romans 8:35 says, who can separate us from the love of Christ? Who can separate us from the love of God? Who can separate us? Can distress, tribulation, war, turmoil, whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that's going on around, sin, do you think that can separate us from the love of God? Nothing can separate us from the love of God. Nothing. Your sin does not separate the love of God from you. Your mess, your mistakes does not separate the love of God from you. That heartbreak does not separate the love of God from you. The Bible tells us that He will never leave us nor forsake us, and He means that. He's a God of His word. He's a God of His word. Nothing will separate His love from you. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you, even when all those other people left you and forsook you. Even when they left you lying in the dirt, He will never leave you. He will never leave you. And sometimes we misunderstand that to mean that means my life is going to be so perfect, it's going to be so good, I'm going to be happy all the time, and everything's going to be bliss. No, sometimes God's love is hard love. Sometimes God's love is chastisement. Sometimes God's love is a little bit of ass whooping. Sometimes God's love is comfort and cuddles and whooshy feelings, and sometimes it's I'ma beat your ass because I love you. Don't misunderstand the things that are going on around or what's going on in your life to mean that God doesn't love you. Nothing is gonna ever separate His love from you. Nothing. Until you get that revelation, and I pray that you get that revelation right now. You will never truly understand until you get that revelation, His true love. And I pray that you do, because it is a beautiful feeling. Like, the love I feel in here is so deep. It's so beautiful. It's so peaceful. It's so pure that no matter what's going on around, like, nothing will separate me. No one can convince me that God doesn't love me. Nothing separates us. Sometimes do I question life? Do I question God? Do I question things? Do I doubt? Do I cry? Do I complain? Yes. But when I got that revelation, when I got that moment of epiphany, that God's love is so pure and that nothing will ever separate His love from us, it was the best moment ever. It was the most pure moment ever. Nothing. Like, when people tell me now, and when things are going on in their life, and when they're having bad days, or this is happening, and I'm like, and they feel like God has left them, or they feel like they question God, and I'm like, but He still loves you. Like, I don't have the answer to why you're going through what you're going through. I don't have the answer to the things that are happening, but He still loves you. He still cares about you. There's reasons for everything, and I don't have those answers because I'm not God. But I know that He will never leave you nor forsake you, and I know that His love will never be separated from you, no matter what's going on, or no matter what you've done. His love will never separate from you.